Welcome to Module 1.3, where we begin our exploration of research paradigms. In this first part, we'll focus on understanding what research paradigms are and examine the positivist approach in particular. This foundation will help you recognize the philosophical underpinnings of different research studies you'll encounter. A research paradigm is essentially a philosophical framework that guides how we conduct research. It's like a lens through which researchers view the world and knowledge creation. Each paradigm guides methodology choices and how findings are interpreted. Research paradigms reflect fundamental worldviews about what knowledge is and how we can discover it. They influence how researchers formulate their questions, what's considered worth asking, and how questions should be framed. Finally, paradigms help determine which research methods are considered appropriate and valid for addressing specific questions. Understanding these paradigms helps us recognize the assumptions underlying different research approaches. Let's focus on the positivist paradigm, which has historically dominated healthcare research. Positivism assumes that an objective reality exists independent of the observer. It emphasizes direct, measurable observations as the foundation of scientific knowledge. The positivist approach values neutrality and researcher detachment, assuming that bias can and should be minimized through rigorous methods. Positivist researchers seek to discover universal laws and generalizations that can predict outcomes across different contexts. This paradigm is typically associated with quantitative research methods that rely on numerical data and statistical analysis. While other paradigms have gained prominence, positivism remains influential in healthcare research, particularly in clinical trials and epidemiological studies. Let's look at some common examples of positivist research in healthcare. Randomized controlled trials represent the gold standard in this paradigm, as they attempt to isolate cause and effect through controlled experiments. Epidemiological studies that track disease patterns across populations also follow positivist principles. Statistical analyses of health data, such as comparing treatment outcomes across different groups, exemplify the positivist focus on measurement. Experimental designs that manipulate variables while controlling for others reflect positivist assumptions about objectivity. Finally, hypothesis testing approaches that seek to confirm or reject specific predictions align with positivist goals of establishing generalizable knowledge. As you review healthcare literature, you'll frequently encounter these positivist approaches, especially in clinical and biomedical research.